The following leaked audio was recently obtained by Fox Sports.
Hey.
Hey.
That was fun, right? Your Cubs, my Indians are in the World Series.
Yeah, it's cool, I guess. I just miss Boston.
Yeah, me too. The Red Sox are the best baseball team in the world. Boston is the greatest sports city to ever exist. And Katie Nolan is literally the dopest human on the planet.
What? It's entirely possible that this is something they would say. Okay, fine, we'll lose that line.
Welcome to Garbage Time, guys. I'm your host, Katie Nolan. Game 2 of the World Series just wrapped up over on Fox. And what an awesome series we got this year, huh? Cubs, Indians, amazing. Tonight's game got bumped up an hour, and yet still, the first pitch was 3 hours after we taped this show. So, once again, we can't talk about it. But the good news is, if your team lost tonight, the show you're watching right now is from a time before that happened. So, you can watch and enjoy this whole episode knowing that it's from a time when you were much happier. And we have a great episode for you tonight. I will tell you what to look forward to in the NBA this season. I'll get you ready for when Gronk 69's the NFL. And I play Mario Kart with NASCAR legend Jeff Gordon. But first, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's why when you turn on an NFL game on Sunday or Monday, or even one of those cute little exhibitions on Thursday, you see flashes of pink all over the field. October is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and, well, I guess the NFL is doing its part there, too.
The New York Giants are playing the Rams in London today without Josh Brown. The kicker was suspended for week 1 of this season after a domestic violence incident in May of 2015. Then earlier this week, new police documents surfaced in which Brown admitted to mentally and physically abusing his now ex-wife.
Now, those documents became available when King County prosecutors decided not to charge Brown in the case. However, the NFL placed Brown on the commissioner's exempt list.
The Giants announced the news that they had released Josh Brown, parted ways with a player that many thought that they never should have given a second chance to.
Yep, we are here again, back in this old familiar poop tornado. Although I will say it was pretty refreshing that this time we had a coach talking tough about his player and taking a stance. Yeah, Giants head coach Ben McAdoo said, quote, "He needs to control his emotions better and become less of a distraction to himself and to his teammates." Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That was about the man who abused a kicker's net. That was about Odell. This is what he had to say about the man who abused a kicker's wife.
We're not going to turn our back on Josh. He's a teammate, and he's a guy that we're hoping makes strides.
Yeah, the kicker. The kicker? Seriously? Coaches usually can't wait to sell those guys out. Now he's a teammate? Man, I did not see that coming. I thought this was going to be an easy one. This must be how Pete Carroll felt on Sunday night. Yeah, I'm shocked too. But no, a whole lot of the same here, folks. You know how it goes. Domestic violence incident, short suspension, outrage, new evidence comes out, more outrage, commissioner's exempt list, question mark. Cut from the team, rinse, repeat. Football fans and fans of, basic human decency are understandably frustrated, but no one is more frustrated than Roger Goodell. Because I know it seems to us like the league uses a vaguely worded draconian personal conduct policy to hand out arbitrary punishments whenever the mood strikes, but as Roger told the BBC this week, that's just because we're too dumb to get it. Quote, "I understand the public's misunderstanding of those things and how that can be difficult for them to understand how we get to those positions." Okay, so Roger thinks we're stupid. I can live with that because I'm rubber and he's glue, so whatever. But the truth is, our outrage gets done. In 2014, during the whole Ray Rice debacle, our collective displeasure earned us a shiny new domestic violence policy. Yeah. Sure, it ended up being the fine china of policies in that, yes, we have it, but we only use it on very special occasions. And, come to think of it, I'm not even sure what those are, because there have been like 4 weddings, and I still haven't seen it used, like, once. But still, we did that. Good for us, right? And when the league drops the ball in a really big way, like with Ray Rice, Greg Hardy, and Josh Brown, our outrage has ultimately led to those players being removed from the league. So, good for us, right? Yeah. Actually, no. Calling for a guy to be kicked out of the league isn't as admirable of a stance as we think it is. I know that it comes from a good place, but removing the problem from our line of sight only makes us feel better. And we aren't the victims here. Domestic violence is a complex issue, and it's not fun or easy to talk about, and so we really don't ever talk about it. We're comfortable saying it's bad and throwing around the words zero tolerance, and then we kick and scream until the bad guy gets punished, because that's how it works with other crimes. But in domestic violence cases, zero tolerance policies have been found to be not just ineffective, but in some cases harmful, because they take this already daunting list of reasons a victim is afraid to come forward and add to that the possibility that doing so will cost their partner their job. The concept of zero tolerance is very similar to mandatory arrest laws, which were intended to protect victims of domestic violence. But, as Dr. Radha Iyengar wrote in the New York Times in 2007, because of psychological, emotional, and financial ties that often keep victims loyal to their abusers, the cost of arrest, or in this case a suspension or being fired, is easily transferred from abusers to victims. Victims want protection, but they do not always want to see their partners put behind bars or lose their jobs. It's a really tough thing to grasp. It's very complicated, and I'm not asking us all to be domestic violence experts. I know that this isn't fun, what we're doing right now, and I too want to get to the fun stuff. It just sort of clicked for me this time around that we are all really under-equipped to have these conversations that we're having, and yet we keep trying to have them. I was kidding before when I said our outrage gets results from the league, but there is some truth to that. So what if this time, instead of punishments and bans and the commissioner's naughty list or whatever, what if we demanded that the league get serious about counseling and support services for players and their families? And I mean serious, not just hiding behind he's getting help and then just never following up. If you can suspend or cut these guys at the drop of a stupid Cam Newton hat, why can't you make their employment contingent upon their participation in counseling programs? And the right counseling programs. That's important. According to those court documents released by the King County Sheriff's Department, Josh Brown is undergoing anger management counseling, which is actually not recommended for domestic abusers. Think of it like if someone told you you had to take a science class and you enrolled in poli-sci. Like it's close, I guess, but it's not that close. The league has the resources to establish an external referral network for all 32 teams and to employ a person or two, or I don't know, this isn't really my job, however many people it takes to then oversee the damn thing. I don't know all the answers here. I don't. And unlike the NFL, I am willing to admit that. I just think that it's important that we start this conversation. And this is the conversation we should be having. Because I know I'm offended by what Josh Brown did. I think we all are. But he didn't do it to us. And we got to start focusing on what actually matters, you know? What do you think of that, Pete Carroll? Yeah, I knew it. I had a feeling. I knew you would agree. All right, guys, coming up, I go to a racetrack, a farm, a beach, and a desert with Jeff Gordon. Who's turning that off? Not you. We'll be right back. That was pretty funky. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. The NBA season started last night. Someone probably should have told the Warriors. But good news, Warriors fans, there is a lot of basketball left. So let's take a look ahead at the NBA season with the Garbage Time calendar. Fancy graphics. Okay, first, let's look ahead 8 days from now to Warriors Thunder. A lot of people are excited about the Westbrook versus Durant matchup, but another matchup to watch, Draymond's foot versus Steven Adams' nuts. Yeah, tough to predict this game, but one thing I can say for sure, Russell Westbrook will dress like a magician. So then let's look ahead 51 days from now to a nationally televised game between the Lakers and the 76ers. The NBA's version of Thursday Night Football. Loser here plays Kentucky. These are good jokes. I'm just happy that Jack Nicholson is not alive to see these Lakers, you know? Is he? He's dead, right? Okay, let's look ahead 60 days from now to Christmas Day when the Warriors visit the Cavs in a finals rematch. This game will feature 7 All-Stars and Kevin Love. Christmas in Cleveland, though, will not be the same without LeBron's favorite little elf. Look at this little guy. He's the little guy. Next, let's look ahead 116 days from now to the NBA All-Star Game. Imagine Steph, Clay, Durant, and Draymond all on the same team. What? It's fitting to have a game without any defense, though, in the Saints' hometown. They're used to that. Then 171 days from now, the NBA playoffs start, and I start watching. This is where I start watching basketball. Sorry. The NBA playoffs, yes, or as the Sixers call it, tea time. Finally, let's look ahead 218 days from now to the start of the NBA Finals. Actually, nope, my bad. Now Katie's paying attention. There's hockey on. I'm sorry. 218 days. Plenty of time to start preparing. Only nice hotel in Cleveland. All right, that's all for the Garbage Time calendar. Yay! Yeah, if you were expecting some irrational gushing about the Celtics, I think Any Given Wednesday is still on. Moving on, though, Jeff Gordon is one of the greatest race car drivers ever, and now that he's retired, I figured it was my shot to take him down a peg or two, damn it. So, he was gracious enough to come by the studio and accept my challenge to determine who is the better driver, Katie Nolan, that's me, or Jeff Gordon. I think you all know how it turned out. I'm here with one of the greatest drivers of all time, Jeff Gordon. Jeff, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Katie.
Tell me about the biography that's coming out.
Yeah, I'm excited. Jeff Gordon's Dream Driving Destiny. Been working on it for almost 2 years now with Joe Garner, a great writer. You know, I've never revealed this much of myself anywhere before.
It's a tell-all. You're going to tell
most. I tell most.
It's a tell most.
I do have children.
Okay,
and
fair.
And a second wife.
Oh, yeah, fair. Smart man. Smart man. So we came up with a driving simulator. It would be an honor for me to drive against you in this simulator. Would you be down for that?
I am down, but let's clarify driving simulator.
Well, so this is
actually nothing like driving.
Well, actually, it's exactly like driving. I'll take it from here, Jeff. It's exactly like driving.
That's what I'm afraid of.
The simulator is called Mario Kart 64. And I don't want to intimidate you, but I do have my pit crew here who is going to provide me with sustenance. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right. Grab your steering wheel.
Oh, my gosh.
The Luigi Raceway you'll be very familiar with looks just like Daytona.
Exactly. I'm just going to run it just like I run Daytona. What?
So you should go straight. Well, he's already spinning out.
Oh.
You know.
I'm
Oh my God, he's coming!
Katie, I'm
No!
Katie, I'm not the best Mario Kart, but I'm a quick learner.
I see that.
I'm going to just try to keep you in my sights.
Thank you.
Oh, no!
Thank you. Can I get a chip, actually? Thank you so much.
I mean, it's not even a competition. You're so much faster than me.
Man, I know. Listen, everybody's got to be good at something.
Yeah, but
I'm just really good at something completely useless.
This is bull. This is bull.
Oh no, I crashed into a gopher.
Yay, thank God you did that. Thank you. This is ridiculous. You set me up.
They say if you take, the inside lane, it's a shorter distance.
My line has been perfect.
Yeah?
Oh.
I should have let Peach stand first, because now that blue shell's going to hit me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh! What was that?
No, Peach can't beat us!
It was like
No! Look what you did!
Sorry.
This one's a beach, so.
Oh, no! No! Oh, jeez, I just hit a tree.
Well, I would recommend against
That's
that.
unfortunate. Oh, frick!
That jump is hard. Nobody
I'm
makes
not
that
competitive at all.
It doesn't seem like it.
I love to lose.
You don't have to jump over that guy. Just go straight.
Listen, you obviously don't know racing very well. Because in racing, it's all about having the tricks.
Yay!
That is embarrassing.
Let's go all or nothing on this one.
Sure, deal. Done.
Deal?
Absolutely.
Done.
Oh,
Get out of my way,
whoa.
Josh!
I got an amazing start, and whoever that was in front of me did not.
Amazing analysis. I see why FS1 was your choice.
In NASCAR, when you hit somebody, they crash, not you. Oh, okay.
Hit him.
I'm not flashing you.
Beer? Thank you. Oh, Arctic chip. Okay. Beer, though? Yeah, thanks.
I'm going to need a lot of beer after this is over.
I hit myself in my own shell. No!
Keep talking.
No!
Keep talking.
No!
Keep talking.
I was looking at my screen. Did you hit a banana?
I have no idea. Of course I hit a banana.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh!
How did that happen?
That was expert use of the lightning bolt.
Good timing, wasn't it?
I don't know if you
I didn't even
meant
know I
to
had
do
it.
that. You lightning bolted me! That was amazing! Jeff, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a good sport. Everybody be sure to go out and get Jeff's biography. When does it hit stores?
November 22nd.
November
It's
22nd.
online right now. Pre-sale is jeffgordon.com.
Go to jeffgordon.com, buy it pre-sale, read it, write a book report, and send it to us on Twitter at Garbage Time.
Greatest race car driver of all time right here, Katie Nolan.
Wow. Yeah, I know the superhero you would normally think of for Jeff Gordon is Flash Gordon, but I mean, after his moves with that lightning bolt, I'm going Thor. That was like expert. Anyway, coming up, what am I going to be for Halloween this year? Rob Ryan again? Ken Bone? Hillary Clinton? Only one way to find out. Stick around, it's David Pumpkins. I'm going to be David Pumpkins.
This week on Thursday Night Football, it's the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. Whoa. Brady versus Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Gronk, and so many great players from so many big markets. You guys should all watch, yeah. All right, fine, it's the Titans versus the Jags. I lied, I know. But who cares about this game? How am I supposed to promote it? There's no reason on God's sweet green earth you should watch this game unless you're betting on it. And in that case, why are you betting on Titans-Jags, you degenerate? Titans-Jags, Mariota Bortles, who cares? Don't watch it. There's plenty of football on Sunday.
Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. It's time for Retro! Yeah! Feeling good about this, obviously, in my Halloween costume, and I'm dressed up as Russell Westbrook. First up, I'm going to add Rob Gronkowski because he was at his best on Sunday after tying the Patriots franchise record for touchdowns at 68 and having a response that was very him.
One more, I got 69 touchdowns, if you know what I mean.
I don't. No. Also, happy 69th birthday to Hillary Clinton. On hump day, Bill must be insufferable today. Speaking of athletes and counting, I'm going to drop Ryan Lochte, who, unlike Gronk, apparently can't count. No surprise there, Lochte wished his dog a happy 8th birthday Sunday, tweeting, 8 years ago today, this handsome son of mine was born. You deserve a beer, buddy. Cute. Just like last year when he tweeted, 8 years ago to this day, my handsome son was born. And 2 years ago, 8 years ago, Carter was born. He apparently deleted Sunday's tweet and changed it to 9th birthday. So now it's definitely right because dogs only turn 8 twice. That is science. Next up, I'm going to add ESPN for having their Monday Night Football crew test out how hard those Seattle-Arizona field goals actually were in their pregame show. And of course, my dude Randy Moss nails the first one. And, that's right, he nails the second one. In dress shoes. And then what? What is that? What is that dance? Randy, do you want to be one of my skeletons? You're like, no, I've never heard of this bit. What's happening right now? Google it, guys. And I'm going to drop local LA affiliate ABC7 for showing some interesting highlights from the Dodgers' loss to the Cubs on Saturday.
Leaving even a future Hall of Famer powerless to stop the Chicago Express. It took just 7 pitches to shake Clayton Kershaw, and this is unfortunately not the highlights, but that looks a lot more fun than the Dodgers had. I wish we could be dancing right now.
I'm sorry, unfortunately, not the unfortunately. That was amazing. Did you guys happen to see who they courtesied on that video? That's right! Yep, that footage is ours now. That's what that means. Since apparently we now own all the Richard Simmons footage in the world, how about you hit me with some? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that is quite a top and pants combination. And coming from a person wearing what I'm currently wearing, that's a compliment. That's it for Adra! I'm David Polkins! Coming up, we shout out Russell Wilson for finally getting one in the end zone. Sorry, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. I bet you thought I was going to take this costume off. Fun fact, not a wig. I cut my hair. I committed to the bit. Sorry, running out of time in the show, but there's some stuff we didn't cover. So before we go, some quick shout-outs. Shout-out to Tampa Bay Lightning goalie Ben Bishop, who had his 2 front teeth knocked out by a puck. Meanwhile, a guy couldn't pitch in the ALCS because he tried to clean his drone. Shout out to Russell Wilson and Sierra, who announced they are expecting their first child, which makes perfect sense because Russell Wilson hasn't had any protection all season. And shout out to our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's this guy. That's all for the show this week, guys. Next week on Garbage Time, Tony Romo's back. Still hurts. Thanks to Jeff Gordon for coming by and to you guys for watching and putting up with this. Have a great week, guys. Here's more garbage. If you want to Tokyo drift through the turns, you got to jump and then you wiggle this guy.
Lord.
I'm a trash talker, so I'm going to trash talk pretty hard.
I've noticed that about you.